Wealth versus money versus status, friends. Before we dive into the how, Naval clarifies what we are actually chasing. Wealth is assets that earn while you sleep. Money is how we transfer wealth. It's a social credit card. Status is your place in the social hierarchy. Most people spend their lives playing status games, trying to look better than their neighbor. To get rich, you must stop playing status games and start playing wealth games. So, hello, friends. Welcome to the Channel Growth Library, where we distill the world's most powerful ideas into actionable insights. Let's start Chapter 1. Seek wealth, not status. Naval's first lesson is fundamental. You will never get rich renting out your time. You must own equity, a piece of a business, to gain financial freedom. Ethical wealth creation is possible. You don't have to take from others to become rich. You create abundance for the world. Lesson: avoid people who play status games. They are trying to win by putting you down. Takeaway: look for industries where you can own a part of the upside. If you are a salaried employee, you are trading your life for a fixed fee, while your boss gets the infinite upside. Chapter 2. Find your specific knowledge. Specific knowledge is the stuff you know how to do that feels like play to you, but looks like work to others. Story: think of a kid who spends all day dismantling radios or a teenager who obsesses over obscure internet forums. They aren't working, they are following their curiosity. You cannot be trained for specific knowledge. If someone can train you for it, they can train someone else to replace you. Lesson: specific knowledge is found at the edge of your DNA, your unique upbringing, and your natural obsessions. Takeaway: ask your friends what you were good at as a kid. What do you do on Saturday mornings just for fun? That is your edge. Chapter 3. Play long-term games with long-term people. In any game, whether it's business, marriage, or fitness, the returns, money, love, health, come from compound interest. All returns in life come from compound interest. This applies to money, but even more so to relationships and reputation. Lesson: when you find the right people to work with them for decades. Trust becomes a force multiplier. You don't have to check their work, you just know they'll deliver. Takeaway: if you can't see yourself working with someone for life, don't work with them for a day. Chapter 4. Give the world what it wants, at scale. Wealth is simply the reward for providing the world with what it wants, but doesn't yet know how to get. Story: Steve Jobs didn't ask people if they wanted an iPhone. He realized people wanted a computer in their pocket and then figured out how to build it at scale. Identify a need, use your specific knowledge to build a solution, and then leverage it. Takeaway: figure out what product or service you can provide that is natural to you. Then figure out how to automate or scale it so it works while you sleep. Chapter 5. The 3 forms of leverage. This is the engine of wealth. Leverage is what separates the person earning $20 an hour from the person earning $20,000 an hour. Labor, oldest form. Having people work for you. It's messy and requires management. Capital, modern form. Money. It's a great tool but hard to get and requires permission from investors or banks. Permissionless leverage, the new form. Code and media. This is the leverage of the new rich. You can write a book, record a podcast, or write code. It works for you 24/7 without needing a boss's permission to publish. Lesson: use code and media to scale your specific knowledge. Takeaway: start a blog, a YouTube channel, or learn to code. These assets cost nothing to reproduce but have infinite reach. Chapter 6. Learn to build and learn to sell. Naval says if you can do both, you will be unstoppable. Most people are good at one. Engineers build, marketers sell. Example: Elon Musk. He understands the deep engineering, building, but is also a master at selling the vision of the future. Lesson: if you are a builder, find a seller partner, or learn to sell yourself. If you are a seller, learn enough of the technical side to understand what is being built. Chapter 7. Judgment is the ultimate skill. In an age of infinite leverage, one good decision can make you a billionaire, and one bad one can bankrupt you. Hard work matters, but where you direct that work matters more. Story: a laborer works 10 hours a day and earns a living. A CEO makes one decision about a product line and shifts the company's value by billions. Lesson: we are paid for our judgment, not our hours. Takeaway: protect your time and mental clarity. A rested, clear mind makes better decisions than a burned-out, busy mind. Chapter 8. Become the best in the world at what you do. Escape competition through authenticity. If you are competing with someone else, it's because you are copying them. If you are simply being yourself, no one can compete with you. Lesson: no one can beat you at being you. Takeaway: combine your unique skills. You might not be the best programmer in the world, and you might not be the best stand-up comedian, but you might be the best funny programmer who teaches through humor. Chapter 9. The Summary Formula. Naval wraps up his philosophy with a simple, powerful formula. Specific knowledge plus leverage plus accountability equals wealth. Accountability: take risks under your own name. If things go wrong, you take the hit. If things go right, you get the outsized rewards. The secret: be patient. It takes years to find specific knowledge, years to build a reputation, and years for compound interest to kick in. Get rich is not about a number in a bank account. It's about freedom. It's about being able to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. The path to wealth is a path of self-discovery. By becoming the most authentic version of yourself and sharing that with the world through technology, wealth becomes an inevitable byproduct. Friends, if this summary gave you the clarity and the push you needed, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more life-changing book summaries.